Hi, this is Robert Kane with C Agri. I'm at the farm of Bill and Patricia Ingram, actually the ranch, and we're going to be looking at the application of C90 in a foliar sprayer today. I wanted to show you just quickly the grass that is possible to be grown with this. They've actually been with the program for about 3 years now, and you can take a look at the diversity of the pasture grass that we have here right now. And here's the pasture grass. You can see how beautiful it is. Lots of diversity, lots of good growth. This received a spray of 5 pounds per acre about 2 weeks ago, and we'll probably bring the cows in here to graze it and then cut hay on it later in the summer after it receives another spray of the C90. Protein is running between 12 and 14%, and the relative feed quality is quite good. Here we are out spraying the C90. You can see the spray pattern on the back of Bill's sprayer. We put 400 gallons of water in the 500-gallon tank, mix it up. We're going to show you how to do that in just a few minutes, and then take it out and spray it.
I just came back from spraying one of our meadows. Robert just sprayed out 400 gallons on 20 acres, 5 gallons to the acre. We're back to the house now getting ready to fill, and I'm going to walk through my fill process. With this process, I have no issues with plugging on my sprayer. I've learned this over time. I'm going into my 4th year of spraying. What I do, right now I do have the hose running. We were emptying the tank. I got the hose running in there. I'm going to get a little bit of water. I'm currently sitting on 100-gallon water in there. And I'm going to turn my flow off in front of the filter. So now I've shut down my water flow. Now I'm going to go ahead and put a bag in here. You be careful you don't drop your pocket knife in there. It's hard to get out if you do. And I simply pour it in. Now I'm not running my tractor, I'm not running my agitator. Alright, so that's one bag. And I keep a hard nozzle right here by my sprayer. Just a hard nozzle put on the end of the hose. And I'll put this on there. So where I now have a hard nozzle spray. And I'm going to use this to move around, distribute in the tank what I just poured in. I don't want to stay in that one spot. I just want to get it moved around a little bit. Distributed. All right, so that got that particular bag distributed. Now I'm going to go ahead and get my second bag. Kind of learned over time, when these get wet, you gotta be careful. You'll slip one of these dudes real easy. I've already cut this one. I'm gonna pour it in. Now this is a 500-gallon tank. What I do is I'll run 2 bags. I'll go to 400-gallon, and that's what I spray at. I just run and I'll get roughly 20 acres, I'll be spraying 5 pounds to the acre. Now I'm going to move this around. Same thing. It's going to move it around. Get it moved around in here. This is not hard. It's very easy. I'm just kind of moving the hose around down here at the bottom. Okay, now Robert's moved up here to the tank. You can kind of see what I'm doing there. I'm just using this hose to move the product from where I poured it back to the bottom. Back to the back of the tank, I'm sorry. Okay, I feel good about that. Now I'm gonna leave this hard nozzle on here. And we'll put this in the tank. And we'll pull this lid on top of this hose, so then jump out. I'll make it center there.
Okay, start again.
All right. So I've got the lid on the hose, the hard nozzle running. I'm not running any agitator. My tractor's off. And I'm going to walk away from this tank for about an hour, let that hard nozzle just work in there, and then I'll come back later, pull that hard nozzle. There'll be about 250 gallon in here. I'm running 20 gallon a minute on this, but when I've got that hard nozzle, it restricts the flow. Then I'll pull that nozzle off and I'll let it fill the tank up real quick, going up to the 400. So we're going to leave this for about an hour. Okay, Robert and I are back at the spray tank now. We've filled it. It's got 400 gallon of water with the 2 bags of sea mineral. We're getting ready to go spray 20 acres, 10 acres per bag. You notice I've still got the flow shut off in front of the filter. I'm not going to turn that on until later after I've driven to the field. So I'm getting ready to drive to the field, let this slosh around a little bit. This has been filled for 4 hours and setting. Also, I'd like to talk to you a little bit about my pump. This is my 4th year spraying with this particular tank. Going out of last year, I started having problems with my PSI, my pressure. And what I found is the pump was a low-grade pump with plastic rollers. And over time, notwithstanding what you're spraying, those plastic rollers will give out. So I bought a commercial grade pump. They're not that expensive. I think I paid $375. It's got steel rollers. I'm much happier with it. So if you're going to do foliar spray, make sure your sprayer has a commercial grade pump. And go on Robert's website and look up these specific pumps.
The website is cagri.com. Bring it out here and drive it to the field. You can also just drive around wherever you are and slosh it around a bit before you actually start spraying to do the process we're doing right now. This is the process we're doing.
All right, we're now in the field. We're going to spray. We've done a little bit of dry. Getting here, had some slosh in the tank. Notice my flow is still off. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that off. I'm going to remove my filter. If I turn that on, there's going to be a small stream. And I'm going to let that stream run until I get a full flow. And then I'll get a flush. And I'll lose about maybe a palm full of sea mineral. Shut that off, put my filter on, I'll spray my 20 acres out with no problem. Here we go. I'll take that off, you just keep the hand tight. There's my filter. And then you want to be careful because there's a small ring up in there, a gasket. You don't want to lose that. Put that back on there, and I'm going to turn this on. Okay, now you notice that just a trickle. It won't take very long. We'll get a burst. There we go. There it is. Now I've got a nice clear run. Turn that off. And Robert, if you can get a picture of this, how minimal my loss. I didn't do basically nothing there. But if you get that out before you start spraying, then you won't have any clog. Put your gasket back on. Put this on hand tight. Just get her up there. Turn that on. You're ready to spray. That's it. I'm ready to go. Now what I do is I'll fill this, I'll go out and spray 20 acres now. I'll come back and I'll fill this seed. I'll go through the same process you just watched me do. This will set overnight. I'll get up in the morning and I'll spray 20 acres. I'll come back, fill it, go off and do other things. In the evening, come do another 20. It kind of works for me because it's typically calm in the mornings, calm in the evenings. I'll spray 40 acres a day. I'm getting ready to get my tractor and go. Hope all of you have good luck spraying this C90 mineral.
Well, Bill, thank you, Bill. And remember to go to cagri.com, that's cagri.com, and learn about the C90 mineral sprays. Spraying right now. Remember, go to cagri.com and learn all about the great use of C mineral solids.